Hello, 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 and welcome to a special edition of the Stephanie M. Seaton Sunday Show. Tonight, I am so happy to be able to introduce these new authors, the amazing Wolfettes, and their instructor here and founder. Miss Cynthia Ferguson has done an amazing job with this group of young ladies. And so tonight, I am so happy to have Miss Cynthia here. Welcome, Miss Cynthia.
Hello, hello, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for actually having me back again.
I know. Welcome back again. Miss Cynthia has just become a very special person. We originally did an interview and I heard about some things she was doing with the Wolfettes, and I thought I've got to be a part of that in some kind of way. And I am so, grateful that she gave me that opportunity. And so what we did is we created a pitch competition. There were multiple young ladies that wrote their stories, and they wrote some compelling stories. Listen, it was hard. It was very hard because, a lot of the stories were pulling my heartstrings. But Miss Cynthia has founded a group called the Wolfettes Empowerment Girls Group. This is a group that is embedded in Legacy Preparatory Charter Academy, which is in Plano, Texas. And I had the ability to be able to go just a couple months ago and do our first annual. And I say first because we have decided to do this again and make this an event, an annual competition.
I'm so excited about that.
Me too. I'm very excited about that. And one of the younger little girls afterwards, I told Cynthia, she came up and she poked me, and she was like, "Why why didn't I win? Like, why were they all the older girls? And I was like, but these stories are amazing. These young ladies are so brave, Cynthia. The stories that they told, they didn't just tell just any kind of story, but they told personal stories about their struggles, about their culture, just advice and things that they have been through as young ladies. And they were open and vulnerable to share that information. I was just like, wow, they took this seriously. And that just really moved me. Tell us a little bit about the Wolfettes Empowerment Girls Group as we get ready to bring the ladies out.
Yes. So in 2014, Legacy they opened up their doors in 2012. And then in
Okay.
2014, I presented the program to the director at that time and
Hmm.
to the superintendent. I just felt that there was a need for young ladies for
Yeah.
multiple reasons. Times have changed and they just need to be empowered. I need these young ladies to know that they have the power within themselves to
Yeah.
accomplish and achieve anything they want to.
Yeah.
I want them to learn about self worth,
Yeah.
self respect. I mean, they have to value themselves and love themselves in order for them to allow people to treat them the same way. Because, it's easy for us to allow people to just treat us anyway and
Yeah.
just accept it. So that's one of the reasons that I wanted to do this for the girls. And it
Hmm.
has been such a blessing because here we are going into year 11
Woo!
and I know. I'm so
It's a
excited. We
blessing.
celebrated our
Yeah.
10-year anniversary last year.
Yeah.
We learn all these things throughout the year. We learn about all the things that I was telling you about: self-worth, body image, communication
Yeah.
skills, respect, self-respect, just all different kinds. And we have speakers come in just like you
Yeah.
did and present
Yeah.
different things to the ladies. And then at the end of the year, we get to do this big fashion show. We do a fashion show. I'm talking about hair, makeup,
Yeah.
glam, 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 because
Yeah.
I teach the girls it's not all about the outside, but the reason we do this is because they've worked on themselves, their insides throughout. And there is a time and place. Get glammed up, feel good,
Yeah.
but know that you're worth it and know who you are inside when you do that. So they do. And a lot of them, they will walk that runway with their newly found confidence. And it is amazing. It's fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm just, I have thought to myself often, even before I got the invitation to come, about how fortunate it is to have an organization like this where you can, young ladies have the opportunity to share their thoughts, their inner thoughts, and have a safe place. That's what it is, Miss Cynthia. You have created a safe place for these young ladies to be able to come in and while they're fellowshipping with each other and having snacks, to be able to be in a safe place to really talk about what's on their hearts. And I was
Yes.
very moved by that. And there's different age ranges. Tell us about the age range of the girls.
So we have three different groups. We started originally in 2014, as I stated, with grades 6 and up. And
Okay.
then as the years went by, people wanted the younger girls wanted it. So about 4 years ago, 5 years ago, we started the junior Wolfettes, which was grades 3 through 5. And
Yeah.
then a couple of years ago, after that, the little ones wanted it. So we started grades kinder through second grade. And then last year, we added pre K to our school. So we just included the pre K second grade. So there's the mini Wolfettes,
Yeah.
which are pre K through second, the junior Wolfettes, which is grades 3 through 5, and then the original Wolfettes,
Yeah.
sixth grade and up.
Yeah.
And I have
Amazing.
wonderful mentors because it wouldn't be possible if the mentors did not step up and believe in the program and do, because I couldn't do it by myself. That's why we didn't have all the group levels for many years.
Right. And I think that's amazing now that you've got so many hands on board that are willingly coming out and helping to partner with you. And I was among some very good people that have been there. Was it all of the Miss Texases, the last few Miss Texas? Uh,
Yes, we've had 3 years in a row at our fashion show. We've had Miss Texas. Yes, we've
yeah,
had, yes, 3 years in a row, and we're crossing our fingers that the new Miss Texas will be able to attend. We've been blessed that they've been able to attend the dates, because their schedules are crazy and busy.
I can imagine. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I was like, wow. So this is really good exposure for your group as well. Just getting the girls to be able to see that, one of my biggest things I was talking about when I was there was about literacy. Sometimes we want to be cheerleaders or we want to be, dancers, but we have options. And that's the thing. We have options to choose to be, authors, and we can be illustrators. I think there was one young lady there that really enjoyed drawing, and so we can be creative as well,
Right.
and do the things that we love. And so thank you again so much for allowing me to be a part of this, and I'm just so excited to talk to the young ladies tonight. So let's go ahead and get it kicked off, Miss Cynthia. What we're going to do is we're going to bring the young ladies on one at a time. We're going to talk about their special project, and then we're going to have them all on here at the end. And we definitely have got to ask them what was like life like before publishing, and what is life like now after publishing. So we've
Yes.
got a couple of the parents that will be joining us as well, and so I'm very excited about this. So what we're going to do is we are going to bring on Miss Gia first. I am going to welcome Miss Gia to the stage. Welcome.
Hi,
Hey, Gia.
How are you today, Miss Gia?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm going to show everybody a copy of your book. This is Miss Gia Dole, guiding girls through a practical, through life, a practical approach. And listen, I was so impressed, Miss Gia, that you took the time to lay it out chapter by chapter. I mean, these girls were ready. They were not playing. They had their introduction, they had their chapters laid out, their conclusions. I was like, whoa. So tell me, Miss Gia, what has it been like since we published your book? What has that felt like?
Well, I've been very proud of myself and excited to see what the future has because doing lives or having it just on a website like Barnes and Nobles or Amazon, it just it's very exciting
Yeah.
and I can say I've achieved something that I haven't done before. So
Oh, yeah, definitely, definitely. Now, tell us, how did you decide your topic? I mean, what was your thought process of what do I write about? How did you come up with that?
well, so basically throughout years I've had insecurities and I felt like people don't really truly understand. And so I felt like in my book I should write about something about that because I don't know if there's girls out there that's struggling like me, and I want somebody to be able to read that and be like, oh, I'm not alone. So
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think you did an amazing job. What has it been like at home? So are they treated, are they like rolling out the red carpet now? Like, here comes Gia. Like, what is it like for you at home now? Are you getting treated differently, or are you still Gia? What's going on?
I think my parents are mainly really proud of me.
Yeah.
um, my mom's is very excited for me and my dad's impressed, so is my mom, and it's not really different. It's just they say random things sometimes or that they're proud of me for it.
Very good, very good. Now, have you had an opportunity to do any type of promotions for your book yet?
I've sent it to a couple of family members or friends. I'm not sure if they bought it or not, but that's what I've done.
Yeah, but I know that feels good to know that it's available. And Miss Gia Dole's book is on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, Smashwords. It is available. on ebook platform worldwide. So please check out Miss Gia's book. I'm going to bring it back on Guiding Girls Through Life, a practical approach by Miss Gia Dole. What would you say to people that are nervous, Gia, about taking the step to write? So for all the girls that are going to be in the pitch competition next year, what do you say to them when they have their chance to write their story? What do you say?
I would say, like, really just take it from your own experience. Like, don't try to, like, don't like, you can ask for advice, but don't try to, like, take from other people's story. Like, write your own story.
Yeah.
Really just think on it. Like, don't rush. Like, it's your book. So,
That's right. And that's the beauty of it. And I didn't even put this out there, but my platform is usually I always talk about the power of your story. And so it's amazing that you said that, Miss Gia, because that is what I always promote. What I talk about is the power of your story. Nobody can tell your story better than you. So, Miss Gia, thank you for sharing with us tonight. I'm going to bring you back in just a moment, so stay on, okay? We'll bring you back in just a moment, okay? Amazing, amazing, amazing. I know they're excited.
I'm so excited for them, and I'm so proud of them. They've done something that is it's amazing. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
it is. Well, guess what? We're going to bring another guest on, and this is Miss Iklas. I'm going to bring her to the stage. And welcome, welcome, welcome. We got to take her off mute. Let's see. See. Okay, there we go. Welcome. How are you?
Good.
All right. Now I am going to show you her book, My Way, Life as a Muslim. Oh my God. When I saw her story, oh boy, it really pulls some heartstrings. Hearing the story from the perspective of a teenager, being so open and vulnerable, sharing her thoughts about, bullying and people and their opinions and just so much stuff that kids have to deal with in this society that we have now. It's so much. Tell us, how did you decide to be so brave, young lady? How did you decide to be so brave to share this story?
Really, I just thought about how I wanted to really inspire people and like tell them how I feel through like my ways of life as a Muslim teenage girl.
Yeah,
And I was just brave enough to like come on here and like start like writing about how people treated me and how I've been through and how I've like overcome it.
yeah.
And yeah, really.
Well, I think you're just so brave for doing that. And so many people that have already read your book and are going to read your book will be encouraged. You just probably don't know how many young men and women that you are helping just by being brave enough to tell your story. So, what has life changed at all at your house? Are they rolling out red carpet? Tell us what's going on.
The they just well, my mom is like very like supportive and like keeps on like bringing up how I've like achieved stuff, and she's just very proud of me and tells everybody how I've been through and like how I've overcome it and just wrote a book about it. And really, she's just been supportive and stuff.
Oh, very good. What about your siblings? What are your siblings doing favors for you, or they're like, I'm not picking up anything for you, like you do it yourself. Like how are your siblings treating you?
They're really supportive too, but like they don't like do stuff for me really. They just like
Yeah,
say that they're very proud of me.
yeah. Well, very good. What do you say to another young person that wants to write a book but they're scared? What do you say to encourage them?
I would really say like really go off what you have you been through and just really just like talk about how what really happened and like how you fixed it and how you really going through it and maybe ask for advice or something like that. And but mostly like I just I didn't really trust myself while reading this book because I wanted to
Yeah.
be like perfect and stuff. But
Yeah.
Gia, she really helped me saying like stuff to like she like gave me like ideas, but the rest I got from myself and what I've been through.
So y'all encouraged each other through the process.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought that was one of the most beautiful things, Miss Cynthia, is unknowingly I picked a trio of friends and, did not know they were the trio.
Yes, exactly. And one thing that I definitely want, the listeners to know is that all three of these girls are junior high school students.
Yeah, yeah,
Junior high.
yeah, junior high.
Yes.
I was taken aback. I was like, I know your parents have probably helped you with this. And when they were like, no, we really wrote our books and we really did this ourselves, I was just so impressed. That just made me even more impressed. Well, I tell you what, hang tight, young lady. We're going to bring you back here in just a moment. And if your mom wants to get on as well, we'll bring her back with you in just a moment, okay?
Okay.
Thank you so much. I'm going to show her book again. Make sure that you take a look at these books by these young ladies. My Way, Life as a Muslim, Ikhlas Jama. Make sure that you check her book out as well as Miss Gia Dole. And now we are going to welcome to the stage author Emily Oliva. And Miss Emily wrote her book, My Dyslexia Journey. Welcome to the stage, Miss Emily. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good. Well, superstar, how does it feel?
It feels good.
Okay, okay. Now I've asked everybody, what's going on at your house? Are they rolling out carpets over there? Are they bringing you breakfast in bed? Like, what's happened since you're a new author? How's it changed?
Um, they're really proud of me and
Yeah.
they've just been really supportive of me publishing my book and they've been like announcing on like social media and stuff about my book.
Woo! Very good. Very good. Let me ask you, tell us, how did you decide that you wanted to share your story? I mean, you chose such an amazing and personal story. How did you decide that, you know what, this is what I'm going to share?
When I thought of it, it felt I was gonna choose a bunch of other ideas, but once it
Mhm.
popped up on my mind, I said this is the one. And I went to go talk to my counselor and I went to go talk to her. And when I was writing it, it like gave me more confidence so people could know like a true story.
Yeah. Wow. Amazing. Amazing. I'm going to show your book again. And her book again, My Dyslexia Journey, Arthur, Emily Oliva. All of these young ladies are just amazing and some brave young ladies. I am going to bring everybody to the stage. We are going to talk here for a minute about what it was like. What was the process like when Miss Ferguson told y'all that there was going to be a pitch competition and some author lady named Stephanie was going to be coming? Like, what were y'all's thoughts?
Um, so when my mom told me about she was like, "You should go into it," and I was like, "No," because I wasn't really interested in it at first. The more like I heard about it from other people, I was like, I guess I should give it a try."
Okay, very good. Anybody else want to share what their experience was like in the beginning?
Whenever Miss Ferguson told me, I got excited and I just like thought on like how I could like say my story. And I was just really excited when Miss Ferguson told me.
Okay, okay. Now let me ask y'all. Go ahead. Equals,
Oh,
were you about to say?
yeah. I was gonna say that like I wasn't really gonna do it because I thought I was not gonna actually like get it. But then like I thought like I could actually achieve this and like give it a try and like try to and like inspire other people. So
I'm so proud of y'all. I'm so proud that y'all did. It was meant to be. It was meant to be, and I don't think it could have went a different way. You know, the stories, y'all wrote some very amazing, powerful stories. I want y'all to know this. These are some amazing, powerful stories, and you now have a published book that, it's published. It won't be, it won't disappear. You can build on that. You can go back later and turn it into a paperback and market it, teach courses and podcasts. It's so many things you can do with this book and the opportunity. So I definitely want to make sure that you guys know that you have done something amazing, and you're so brave for being able to tell your stories, because there are a lot of adults that just won't even open up and tell their stories, and to be able to express how they feel and how they think. So you girls have definitely done something amazing. I know your school is proud of you. I remember when I was there, I met a lot of the staff there, and they were just all just pumped up and excited. And then when we actually announced it, everybody had to be in the room. It was amazing. It was amazing. So once you heard your name announced on the day that we announced the winners, tell me how you felt. What were your thoughts?
Um, I guess I was like, when I like heard my name, like I was shocked and like I didn't. It wasn't quite like processing, but like once I remember, I was like, oh, I'm so happy.
Okay. If one of you has Facebook open, can you close your Facebook or your YouTube until after the interview? It's echoing a little bit. We'll be able to watch it again later. There we go. Okay. Who else wants to share how they felt?
um uh when I heard my name called, I was very shocked and like I didn't really know how to feel at that moment. And so, like a minute before that, when I heard Emily's and Gia's name, and I thought it was over because you like saying stuff, and I thought it was over, and like I thought I didn't get it, so I started crying a little bit,
Oh,
sadly. But then when I heard my name, I was just in shock, and like I actually like got it. Very shocking.
I did not know that you were crying. Oh my God. And you know what? The only reason I paused is because I wanted your mom to be in the room. Yeah, that's the only reason we paused after the first two winners, is because I found out your mom worked there, and I was like, okay, we got to make sure her mom is in the room. Yeah, so very good, very good. Well, I'll tell you what, I am excited about this partnership with the school. I hope that you ladies will go back and talk to the other girls and let them know, what it feels like, so that they can really, make the most of the moment, when they get this opportunity again. And really, choose topics, like you said, that relate to them, because nobody can tell your story like you. There's power in your story and all those good things. A lot of times, people want to do art and they want to do cheerleading and things, and all those things are great. But I definitely wanted to partner with you guys to let it be known that literacy, being smart, writing books is okay. People might call us a book nerd or something, right? I guess that's still a term. I don't know. But it's okay to be a book nerd and to be able to write and read books. And so I think it's amazing what you guys have done. We talked about what it was like before publishing and after publishing. Okay, whose parents are close by? I want to talk to a couple of the parents, um, so that we can get their take on it and kind of see what the parents are thinking here. Well, hello. How are you?
Hi.
Hi, we've got
Doing
Miss
well.
Gia's mom. Introduce yourself.
I am Danae Dole, Gia's. I'm usually known as Gia's mom everywhere I go.
Yeah.
But my real name is Danae.
Danae, very good. So tell us, Miss Danae, I was asking all of the girls, like, are they getting favors? Are they getting breakfast in bed and red carpets rolled out? And
No, not getting any of that. We are very proud, and I did send out a big thing on social media to
yeah,
friends and family, and I did suggest to Gia to do this, and she told me no, and then she came back a few days later and said, "Mom, I think I'm going to do this," and
yeah,
I just let her be, and I
yeah.
had no idea what she was actually working on.
Oh, that is a blessing. Well, she did an amazing job. So let me, from a parent's perspective, you were in the room. We called out Gia's name. You and your husband were there in the room. What were your thoughts? What were your thoughts in that moment?
Oh, I was ready to cry.
Yeah.
It was very emotional for me. I don't know about my husband, but Gia has had some struggles with school at times, and so this was really a big deal to us that she took the initiative. She did it. She completed it, and
Yeah.
it was all her. So we couldn't have been more proud of her doing that.
Yeah, amazing, amazing. Um, what do you think you would say to the parents for next year when we do this again? What do you say to the parents that are going to have this opportunity to present the competition to their kids? What do you tell them? Do you tell them, take it seriously, let them be free and choose their topic? What advice would you give?
Well, I think like all the three girls here have said that the parents have been very supportive of them, and I think it's being the backbone for the kids, not doing it for them.
Yeah,
It's their story, and they need to write it, not you,
yeah,
because then it's their authentic voice.
yeah.
And just whether they win or not, the fact that they put themselves out there is what's most important, to take that risk and be brave, like you said.
Yeah. Yeah, because we there were what, 12, was it 12, Miss Ferguson, 10, 12 girls that wrote stories, and they were all amazing stories. It was very hard to pick. And I think originally we said we were going to pick two, and then it was like, I got to pick three. But it was just amazing, being able to see their faces light up. Um, I just believe that we're blessed to be a blessing. And I feel like the Lord blessed me with this ability because I'm supposed to give back. And in that room on that day, when I saw the parents, the teachers, Miss Ferguson, when I saw you all light up, I was like, I'm in the right place. And it just made me feel good, to be able to do it. And I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to next year, to being able to offer this opportunity again. And you ladies might be in the room again on next year. So you'll be able to be like, take it seriously, write your story. um, we're about to go into, what is this? Well, it's not fall. This is what is January? That's still winter, huh? That's still winter. Okay. We're about to go into winter. What can you guys say? Like, if you had a storyline to write a story about the holidays or about January, what would you write about?
Oh, sorry, can you repeat that?
If you had a story to write for January about anything, what would you write about for January?
Um, I'm like, I don't know if I would like go into the same like category that I did with like overcoming something, but maybe something like fun, silly, because I like to write creative stories.
Yeah.
And so maybe I do a cute little story about like friends or something. I'm not too sure, but
Okay. What about you other ladies?
Can you say the question again?
Yes, going into January, if you were to write another story, and it doesn't have to be just January, just going into the new year, if you were to write a new story, what would your next story be about?
Um, I don't have it on the top of my head right now, but I would maybe talk about like mm, either like my social life at school or something like that,
Okay,
or like life in general.
life in general. Okay, okay. What about you, Miss Emily?
I think I'd write like how my year went, and I would probably write like how it's go or how I plan it to go.
Yeah,
And I think just like Nicholas said, like life overall.
yeah. The reason I ask you guys that, I know that sounds like a strange question for me to ask you, what would your next book be about if you were to write a book in January? But what the point that I'm trying to make is, I don't want you girls to stop with one book. I want you to continue to be open and creative and continue to write more books and express yourselves through books, and have the opportunity to build an audience, where other people can read your book. So don't stop here. You've already done something amazing, but don't stop here. Take it to the next level. Be thinking about book number two. Be thinking about book number two, okay? And give me a call and we'll work something out, okay? But I definitely don't want you ladies to stop with just one book, because you did such an amazing job that, the sky's the limit. Okay. That's the point of the question. I don't care if you write about a snowman, just write about something. Keep it going. Okay. Keep the momentum going. Miss Ferguson, I think you have done an amazing job with the young ladies in the program. I want to ask you ladies, what has the Wolfettes and Miss Ferguson meant to you all, that she uh, brought this program to you guys? Tell me what that has meant to you guys.
I think Miss Ferguson has made a big impact on us, and
Yeah.
I think Miss Ferguson has helped all of us girls be more confident.
Yeah.
And I think Miss Ferguson has always been there for us, like just to talk. And
Yeah.
I'm just really appreciative that Miss Ferguson was our founder for the Wolfettes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you, Emily.
Very good. Very good.
Um, Me, I think like doing this group for girls is very changing, like whether like people realize it or not, because like having a group of older girls, maybe younger, surrounding you and having people who may not be as confident and watching them be able to grow and watch yourself grow in that, I think it's very changing. And like this is my first year and I already feel like more like welcomed. I feel um more like comfortable in this school, and I think nurse first.
Very good.
Thank you,
Very good.
Gia.
For like my 4 years of being in Wolfettes, I've been inspired and loved and like felt welcomed and like saying like saying things that need to be like taken off my chest and stuff. So overall, it's
Yeah.
like very welcoming and I love it too. I love it too.
Yeah.
It sounds like Miss Ferguson has created a safe space for you girls. Is that what you would call it? Maybe a safe space where you can just be yourselves and just talk and have friends and no judgment zone. Is that kind of how y'all feel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
And we tell them, in the conversations, it's like, we can talk about anything. Sometimes we'll have just girl talk,
Yeah.
and but it's known that they're a sisterhood,
Yeah.
and that the conversations that happen in there stay in
Stay.
there. They
Yeah.
have to, because you have to trust each other and know that, hey, I'm not going to just go be talking about, oh, Gia did this or Gia said that, because that goes on throughout schools everywhere, throughout the young teenage years and stuff. And so that's what we try to create, is that safe space for them. Do things happen sometimes? Yes, because this is real life. But the more we talk about it and the more that we express, hey, what we talk about here stays here.
Yeah.
And so it is. And the girls are wonderful. I'm the one that feels blessed to be able to have some of these young ladies to just come in. Gia was new this year and she just kind of fits right in. I mean, look, year one, and look what she's doing. And that's not because of my program. That's because of who she is.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, is that, we do these things. These girls all have it within them. We just need to pull it out and let them realize, hey, you can do it. You can do it. And then Emily and Nicholas have been in the Wolfettes for years. I mean, like years. And so I love it. And I love that you have given them the opportunity to do something like this. And that's what part of it is about, is that, I depend on the community around us, because, we're a small school. We don't have funding for a lot, but I tell you what, we're going to do it big when we do it big. Right, girls? We're going to do it big.
Well, amazing. I am looking forward to seeing all of you next week at my Christmas book bash. I'm looking forward to you ladies being there. We're going to have a special moment for you all to be acknowledged. And so I'm looking forward to seeing y'all next Saturday, the 14th, in Fort Worth at the Dock Bookshop. And that'll be from 3 to 5, I believe, from 3 to 5. And so make sure y'all come out. It's just going to be a fun night. We're going to decorate some gingerbread houses, but we will get the opportunity to be able to let people meet Miss Emily, Miss Ekless, and Miss Gia. Y'all be in the house, okay? And so I'm so looking forward to that. As we get ready to come to a close tonight, I just want to thank all of you, my viewers, for tuning in to this amazing episode tonight of the Stephanie M. Seaton Sunday Show. It has been a pleasure talking to the Wolfettes Empowerment Girls Group, which are a part of Legacy Preparatory Charter School in Plano, Texas, where Miss Cynthia Ferguson is the founder. And these amazing young ladies they've just brightened our hearts tonight. And thank you so much for tuning in. Stay tuned. We will be back with another special broadcast tonight that will be kicking off here at about 8:35. And so make sure that you stay on the brand. We have another amazing special episode tonight. Thank you again for tuning in. Ladies, hang tight, okay? We're going to be ending, but you guys hang tight, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you would like to be a guest on the Stephanie M. Seaton Sunday Show, email Stephanie at stephaniemseatontheauthor@gmail.com.